Hello and welcome to webinar training for the Volunteer Solutions website for agencies serving the North Central Florida area. Volunteer Solutions is an online database which can help you recruit individuals and groups to volunteer at your organizations. Agencies can post volunteer opportunities, promote special events, and keep track of volunteers using Volunteer Solutions. First thing today we're going to learn is how to register your agency, then how to update that agency listing, how to create a volunteer opportunity, how to respond to referrals from potential volunteers, and how to post a wish list item to your listing. First things first, though, in order to use Volunteer Solutions, you will have to register as a new agency. One note, though, once you register as a new agency, you will receive a call or an email from an administrator asking for three things. You'll need a copy of your board of directors, just the list is fine, a proof of your nonprofit status, and a signed agency agreement, which will be provided to you through email. Once Heart of Florida United Way receives all requested documents, your agency will then be activated within 2 business days. So then you can get started by registering your agency. And the easiest way to do that is to go to the website of United Way of North Central Florida and click on any of the places where it says volunteer. Clicking this will take you to a web link that you can click on, which will then guide you to the Volunteer Solutions website. And this is what the website looks like on the home page. And then you'll want to scroll down about halfway down so you get to this area of the website, volunteer login. Right below the volunteer login, you see it has a space for we have a separate login for agencies. You will click on that to get to the agency login screen. Since you're registering for the first time, you'll go one step further and put not registered, sign up now, which will get you to the screens where you will create your agency listing. And here is the first page of that where you can sign up. The most important part of that is putting your agency name, and this is the name, the common name of your agency that most volunteers and the community know you by. Sometimes the legal name is a bit different or a bit longer. You're going to want to put the common agency name there so it'll be easier for potential volunteers to find you and recognize what you do. After you hit that, you click sign up, and then you will be prompted to put in more information about your agency. The name of the agency, a brief overview of what your agency does, the location of your sites, and also contact information. Once you are registered, then you can go back and update your agency listing for specifics, posting volunteer opportunities, specifics about your agency, maybe hours, additional locations, anything that you think might be helpful for a potential volunteer to know. You also want to make sure that you change your contact information when you have staff changes. Because we all know the best way to get a volunteer engaged is to make sure that they're able to contact the right people promptly and efficiently. Your primary contact should be the person who will be contacting your potential volunteers. It might be tempting to put an agency director or above as your contact name, but if that's not the person who has time to constantly work with the volunteers, then it's best to designate it to somebody else if you do not have a set volunteer coordinator or a volunteer center. To do this, you go back to the screen, the login screen, and then you click on we have a separate login for agencies. And this is where you can log in like normal, like any other website. You'll be prompted for your username and password. Your username will be your agency name. And the password is one that you have chosen when you logged in and registered as the agency. Once you're there, you'll come to the overview screen. This is your sort of command page for your agency listing where you can do all sorts of things. The tabs on the top are what you use to manage your account. And some of the things that we can do, as you can see, is your agency listing, see your opportunities, see your events, and so forth. the first thing that we're going to do with this is update your agency information, and you click the drop-down menu and click on Update Agency Information. Pardon me. And from there, you'll be able to add information such as location and contacts, as stated before. The next thing you can do with this is to create an opportunity. These are the volunteer opportunities that potential volunteers to your organization will see. They can be ongoing or date-specific. For example, if you have a fundraiser or a charity event coming up that is one day, you can put that in and you can set an end date to it so that it doesn't show up further down the line. To do that, you go back to that drop-down menu on your command page and you click on Post Volunteer Opportunity. When you do such, you'll get a screen asking you to headline the opportunity and then describe the volunteer opportunity. And that would be a short description of the nature of the opportunity. An important tip would be to make the headline eye-catching to a potential volunteer, either the title of the opportunity or something that will grab their attention and let them know what to expect from this volunteer opportunity, because you want to engage as many potential volunteers as possible. After that, you can put a prolonged description of the opportunity, including days and locations and what's expected of the volunteer, as well as contact information and any additional information that you feel would be helpful for somebody to make a decision on whether or not to volunteer. Next thing that we can do is view those opportunities that you have listed. If you have many opportunities available in your organization or a lot of events coming up, you can click on the Opportunities tab on your command page and view a listing of all the opportunities that are active. This will also help you make sure that what you have listed is up to date and doesn't need to be changed or deactivated once the event has passed. The next thing we can do with Volunteer Solutions is respond to referrals, and this is getting back to the potential volunteers when they express an interest in your volunteer opportunities. Your primary contact will be notified through email when a user expresses interest in these opportunities. Then that person can follow up by phone or email. But again, it's important to respond in a timely manner because you want to keep potential volunteers engaged in the process. And again, it's very important for the right primary contact to be listed at all times so that a potential volunteer doesn't feel like they're waiting too long or are being falling through the system. Once the people have responded to your listing and you want to keep track of them, you go to your command page and you look at the Referrals tab. By clicking on this, you'll get a list of anybody that has expressed interest in your agency or your opportunities. You'll get their name, their phone number, their email information, and some other information about the nature of their visit to the site. And this information can be saved and retained. So it's not just important for a current volunteer opportunity, but you can use that in the future to reference for your mailing list or future volunteer opportunities that you think might be a good fit somewhere further down the line. So it's a good way to maintain constant communication with people who are interested in serving. Posting an agency wish list item is another great feature of Volunteer Solutions. This allows you to post any items that your agency needs. Items such as computer paper, office supplies, even items as big as, say, a van. Volunteer Solutions users can search by type of items needed. Say they wanted to donate a car, they can search through that way. Or they can search by geographical location, zip codes near them, or they can just go directly to a page of the agency that they're interested in and see what that agency might need and say, oh, I have that, I'd like to donate. Now to post a donation or a wish list item, you again go to your drop-down menu on your overview screen and just click on Post Donation Need. From there, you can put the donation name, such as office paper, put the quantity needed, contact person for this, because it may not be the same person who's in charge of your volunteers organization. It may just be an office manager. And then you can also choose a category for the type of donation that it is. And once you have that, you can go back to your overview page, click on agency wish list items, and you can maintain a visual copy of what's needed at any time and how many inquiries were made on that item. For example, here we have copy paper and a coin counter that the agency needed, and we had one person inquiry made recently interested in donating copy paper. It's a very useful item, and it's a great way to get donations from people who are looking to donate. Yeah, if you have any questions about the website, or if you're having trouble utilizing the website, you can always click on the Contact Us button at the top of the screen, and somebody from website administration will contact you and address your concern. When you click on that, you'll get our contact page, which will allow you to either A, email us, B, phone us, or C, fax us. Email and phone obviously are the best choices and will be quicker to respond to. Any inquiries to the website will be made and addressed within 2 business days. You can also fill out an online form, putting your name, your organization, and your contact information, and somebody from the website will get back to you. If you have any further questions about volunteer programs in general, or how to get your agency further involved in volunteer solutions, feel free to contact one of these 2 contacts here, whether you're in the North Central Florida area or the Central Florida area. One of these 2 people will be happy to help you. Again, I hope you find this volunteer solutions training helpful, and I'm sure you'll find the website very helpful. Thank you for attending.